Guys, this is Julie from Crafty Beach on YouTube, and I have a spring Dollar Tree DIY. We're going to start with a Dollar Tree wood round here, and I just want to cover it with a fun spring background. I'm going to do a pink and white striped fabric that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut out a circle of the fabric and attach that to the back sign. I like to layer my Dollar Tree signs. It makes them a lot thicker and less likely to bow. And instead of using scrapbook paper, Dollar Tree doesn't really have that. A lot of times I will just use their fabrics like this. So I think this will look really cute if I do like the pink and white stripes vertically. So I just removed the hanger from the wood round. I applied Mod Podge all over and smoothed my fabric out. Now I found some really cute watering can wooden signs from the Dollar Tree for spring, and I think this is going to be the perfect background for that. I'm just going to flip it over and cut off any excess fabric that I have here that might be hanging over the edges. I also like to frame out thinner Dollar Tree signs with rope. It frames it out, it makes it look a little bit thicker, and so that's what I'm going to do here for this background sign. I just take some Dollar Tree rope, the brown rope, and some hot glue, and I'm just going to glue that all the way around. It's pretty easy to blend the seam on the brown rope from the Dollar Tree, and then I just go over it with a lighter to burn off any fuzzies on there. I'm going to poke a hole through the fabric here so that we can reattach a hanger just using some twine, and I usually like to knot it on the front. For a little color on the hanger, I added some of the Dollar Tree white wood beads as well. And we have the perfect background sign for this watering can. This one says, "Welcome to my garden." This is the second one of these that I've created with these little watering can signs. They're so cute. And I wanted to try to do a fun effect on this. Now, it's already all glued together like this, so I find it easier just to paint the entire thing, whatever color you want your watering can to be. I'm just using this beautiful Caribbean blue acrylic color and making sure I don't have any pooling in between the letters, the different shapes on there, because the paint will pool in there if you're not careful. Once I get that on there, I'm going to paint the "Welcome to my garden" and distress it to make it look a little bit different. But I also wanted it to be like a floral pattern on the back, on the watering can if I could. And I found these cute little rub-ons from the Dollar Tree of flowers and leaves. And so I'm going to see what will fit here. I just scrape these on and peel off the plastic. They're so easy to do. If you're ever doing these and you find that you're pulling it off and the picture is coming off with the plastic, just lay it back down, scrape it a little bit more. I'm using one of those little Cricut tools, but you could always use just a popsicle stick or even your fingernail to scrape them on. They are pretty easy to do. And I want it to look like it's just all over the watering can here. But again, I did have to kind of work with in between what was already on the sign, but I just wanted a floral print all over, so especially since I had kind of a plain background with not a lot of floral there with the pink and white stripes. And then I'm going to distress the flowers on here, first with some Antique Wax by Waverly to give them that wooden look, and I also do that on "Welcome to my garden," and I'm just using a makeup sponge, Antique Wax by Waverly, and just dragging that over to give a stained wood effect to the flowers and to the lettering on there. Once I get that on there and dry, I do go over and distress it with some ivory acrylic just to give it a weathered look, which I really enjoy. I just kind of keep distressing it until I'm happy with it. Then we can apply our little watering can sign. I just use hot glue to glue it onto the fabric and the background sign here. And I love the blue and the pink. The pink is almost like a salmon color. To cover the little hanger hole in the watering can, I just took some twine and tied off a simple bow. It's such a quick, easy way to deal with that without leaving a hole in your project like that when you layer the sign. And I thought it was a little bit harder to read, so I went ahead and distressed the flowers and the writing a lot more with the ivory paint, so they just have a little bit of the wood peeking through. This is how it turned out. I love it.